the best thing on here. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy, we shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine, the moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen recipes, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneaker squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what. Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine the spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than a vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review. Yeah.
Good Monday, guys. I'm glad to be here. For some reason, we got an echo. Why do we got an echo? I don't understand that, but we're going to have to fix that. We're going to have to get this together. We're going to have to get that together because we can't be having no goddamn echo. It doesn't sound good, especially on a good Monday. We here having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time, enjoying a good Monday. Unfortunately, my team wasn't fortunate this weekend. Sunday night, we had a football game, the 49ers and the Bears. Unfortunately, my team didn't live up to expectations. That's disappointing, right? You know, that's very disappointing. Very disappointing. So, with that being said, let me make sure y'all can hear me. It's tough. It's tough. For the reason why it is tough is because we had an opportunity to be in competition for the number 1 seed. All right. And I hate that that's not the case anymore. So, guys, if I seem a little down, it's because I really, you know. If you watched that game last night, and I'm sure a lot of people did, because it was a very exciting game. Both teams said, "The hell with defense. What is defense? We don't need no defense." We showed some symbol of defense on the first play when we had an interception for a touchdown, but the rest of the game, defense did not exist. You know why? Because we said we don't need defense. What is defense? Defense is just a formality. That's what it looked like.
Lord Jesus.
That's how I felt out there. But guys, with that being said, do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Hit that like button. It was rough with your boy. I was watching the game last night in my office, here in my office. And just watching it going back and forth, back and forth. Nobody can get a stop. When we did get a stop, got the ball. Could have took a lead with a touchdown. Instead, we had to set up a field goal. And like normal, 49 found a way to come down and score a touchdown. And we had opportunity. We just couldn't complete the pass. Now, of course, we was running slow on time. We had 4 seconds and still almost had a delay of game. But we just couldn't finish. We just couldn't complete it. But I can appreciate the way my quarterback played for the most part. But there was some times, man, he had wide open guys, man. He's just not making the throws. And that's what upsets me about Peyton. About Caleb. Colson Loveland, wide open, couldn't make the throw. Walker, wide open, couldn't make the throw. Rolling out, doing all that, still couldn't make the throw with the last second touchdown to Walker again. Little things, man, it was costing us. Well, look, we all can know. We didn't make the plays on defense at all. What's going on, big brother? Hopefully all is well. Shout out to the wife. She's saying, make sure y'all do a favor and hit that like button, right?
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. X-Head, how are you doing today? Other than the game last night, I'm good, brother. I promise you I am. Tonight, we will be crowning a champion in my fantasy league in that I am no longer in the playoffs anymore because I lost the first round. So It's tough. It's tough. It's tough on your boy, and I'm hurting. I'm pissed. I'm upset. My man came and said, I'm a Packer fan. You know our feeling right now. Well, my man, I hope I don't run your way, and I hope you're a subscriber. But I appreciate you being here. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you do such on all channels. I got them all channels. Just NFL Roundtable, as well as Hink in the Basement. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Put your goddamn button back.
Make sure you hit that like button. But I'm gonna tell you this, brother. I'm a Bears fan, as you know. You see on the thumbnail. So it's FGB all day, every day. Now I'm not gonna hold it against you, my guy, for being a Packers fan, because I'm sure you're a great man other than your team affiliation. He said, I've been a sub since the beginning. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you sub to all 3 channels. Think of the Basement, the Roundtable, as well as Just NFL. We could be playing the Packers in the first round. If we hold on to that number 2 seed and they'll maintain the 7, we could be playing the Packers in the first round. A rubber match, right? That would only be fitting. But right now, Green Bay's not looking good. 2 losses in a row. It's not good for you guys. Not a good look. People was already questioning Jordan Love and his ability to be a good quarterback. I go even further than that. Some even question why they paid him that big contract and feel like they shouldn't have did that. I can agree with all of them sentiments, right? Y'all made a decision with very little experience to sign him to the deal. Unfortunately, they had to because his contract was pretty much up. So you had to make a decision. You let Aaron Rodgers go. You brought in Jordan Love. Jordan Love did what he had to do. Y'all gave him a contract. But some fans are feeling like he's not living up to the Green Bay quarterback standards. Now, would you put that on Jordan Love or would you put that on the coach? Because he got some tenure there too. I know he's been there at least 5 to 6 years now. I remember back in the days, we was looking to draft Jordan Love in the draft, but unfortunately, the Packers moved up to get him. So they took Jordan Love from us. Now, I agree with how they treated Jordan Love. I think most rookies should maybe sit 1 or 2 years. But we all know in the new NFL, you got to play him immediately. I mean, he come out the gate, you got to play him. Instead of allow him to grow and mature and develop. Those days are gone, man. It's not what they're doing no more. They're going to get you in. They're going to throw you in the fire, whether you like it or not. That's the NFL way. We're not going to sit and let this first-round draft pick rot on the bench. We got to get what we can out of his rookie contract and see if he's the one. And if he's not, we have to get rid of him. If he is, then we're going to find the money that we need to pay him. Jay said Jordan Love had him had his messed ups, but his stats is about close to Aaron Rodgers' stats at this time. Okay. Now, this is my man Jay Villa's sentiments. These are not my sentiments. I don't give a damn about Jordan Love stats. I hope they always are bad because I'm a Bears fan. But as a Green Bay fan, as my man Jay is, he feels like, hey, Jordan Love is up to par. He's about where he expected to be. Okay, cool. I'm all for it. If that's your team, and you are okay with where you feel like he stands statistically, who am I to argue with you, brother? That's your team. Now, if you was if I was a Packer fan, you a Packer fan, I say we got a conversation. That's what I would say. We got to have a conversation because I can't agree with you. I feel like Jordan Love ain't doing shit. Jordan Love is ass. Jordan Love is killing my squad. But that's not my team. My man Jay said this is what it is. He good with it. Let him live. He once said, it's still bear down, bitches. I know that's right. God damn it, we gonna be fine. Let me say this. Year number 2, I appreciate what's going on with my squad. I appreciate what's going on with my squad. But look, I'm not going to get way too far into it just yet because we got a lot of other stuff going on, right? And one of the things we got going on is the playoff already. The playoffs kicked in for some people, and that's the college football playoffs, right? Now, we didn't have no playoff games this past weekend. It's all regular season bullshit bowls with some bullshit teams nobody gives a that goddamn about, right? That's what we had to watch this weekend. But guess what? Starting on the 1st, we got some college playoffs. It resumes. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So that's it. Let's go over the schedule. Let's go over the schedule. So today, we had a couple games. Georgia Southern plays App State. Now, of course, that's in the books. So that was the only college game today, though we got one tomorrow. Coastal Carolina against Louisiana Tech. We got Tennessee playing against Illinois tomorrow at 5. Most of y'all be off of work by the time the game kicks off. Then tomorrow night, you have the USC versus TCU. Big 10 versus Big 12. You have Vanderbilt versus Iowa on the 31st. You have Michigan going against Texas. Now, that should be a good game. Definitely want to tune into that. Also, congratulations to Coach Whittingham, former Utah coach. I'm going to say this. Whittingham, I like Whittingham. I think he was a great coach. I'm surprised there's not more NFL teams giving him a shout, but I think he's a great coach. I think Michigan made a good decision by hiring him. He deserves to be at a major school in a major program like the Big 10. Now, I'm not saying that the Big 12 is not major, but Utah, to me, is not what I consider a major school. The NIL money they're going to have at Michigan, probably going to double what he's going to get at Utah. A good conference with a guaranteed opportunity to make it to a championship game or even in the playoffs. So congratulations, Whittingham. I think it's a great decision by hiring him. I know they're always pushing the Michigan, man, but sometimes you got to go off the beaten path to find what you need, right? And maybe that's it did. Now, Whittingham's got a great young quarterback in Underwood. Right? Now, the key is, can they keep him? This guy's about 6'5". Can they keep him? That's going to be the key. Now, Whittingham's going to get the opportunity to watch his team play on the 31st, could do some evaluation against another good team and a Big 12 team, a former Big 12, current SEC team in Texas. So it should be a good game. Should be a very competitive game. We'll see how that goes. So we got that game coming up on the 31st. But of course, that's not a college playoff game, but we're going to get to it. So the college playoff game that we got starting this weekend, the 31st, is Miami against Ohio State. Now, for those who don't know, Miami and Ohio State played in the championship game, right? And that was when Jim Tressel was there. Maurice Collette was the running back. Back in that time, 2002, it was really controversial because the play was done, everything was down there. They were ready to go to the next play, and they called pass interference. And so that gave your boy Santana Holmes another opportunity to score a touchdown. And they did. Even though I felt like that wasn't a pass interference, that's how controversial it was. Now, of course, Miami had a lot of good players. Probably not as many as they had on that 2001 team, but they still had some good players. Your boy Kellen Winslow was there. Kellen Winslow Jr., let me say that. McGee got hurt. Frank Gore was there, but I think he was hurt. It was some of the running backs they had. I'm trying to think who was some of the receivers. Andre Johnson was already gone. But they had a hell of a roster. I think it was Devin Hester's last year. Andre McGee ended up turning his ACL in that game. Man, who else was there? I want to say Sean Taylor was on that team. They had a nice squad, man. But the bad thing about it, I just didn't like the call that they made at the end. It was a bad call, and I think it was. I questioned it. Let me say that. I just questioned that game, but we got a rematch of that game on the 31st, 7:30. New Year's Eve. So should be a good one. Should be a good one. So looking forward to that game. That's the Cotton Bowl. Right? That's the Cotton Bowl. Orange Bowl, which is, of course, Cotton Bowl's in Texas. Orange Bowl is in Florida. Rose Bowl. Then you had the Sugar Bowl. So the January 1st, you had the Orange Bowl with Oregon and Texas Tech. You have the Rose Bowl, which is Alabama and number 1 seed Indiana. And then you have later that night, the 8 o'clock game on the 1st. You have Ole Miss against Georgia. So those are your playoff games that we have. Definitely looking forward to those games. The fun fact about this is that you're going to have 3 SEC teams in it. You got 2 Big 10 teams. You have 1 Big 12 and 1 ACC. This Ole Miss and Georgia game is going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. You know, who will win? I don't know. You're also going to have a rematch of the SEC championship game. So we'll see how that matchup goes. Is Indiana that real? Is Indiana real? Can they handle former national championship, former SEC title holder, but a historic Alabama team? So you got a 1 seed going against a 9. You got a 3 going against a 6. You got a 2 going against a 10, and you got a 5 and a 4. Should be a great matchup between those games. Should be a great college football playoffs. Looking forward to watching these games. I do know I'm looking forward to watching the one on the 31st, 7:30. I ain't probably gonna get to watch the whole thing because the wife and I is going out for a New Year's Eve party over one of my buddy's house. So probably won't get to finish the game. Maybe, maybe not. But I get to see majority of it. So hopefully it's a close game that I'm saying that we're able to enjoy and finish. I prefer like a back and forth, like what we've seen last night with the Niners and the Bears. Hopefully a game like that and not another boring game like Miami put up against Texas A&M, a 10-3. We don't need no more of those games. But you never know. You never know. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Guys, do me a favor. I need for y'all to hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. Push the goddamn like button. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully everybody had a beautiful and safe Christmas. Hopefully the kids was able to get everything they wanted and was looking for from Santa Claus. Hopefully you came out well. You didn't eat too much. You know what I'm saying? I know with the New Year's resolution and the New Year's coming up, there's going to be a lot of resolutions about losing weight. Hopefully you're able to stick to your plan and maybe cut some calories. But I just hope and pray that everybody had a great holiday. I know I did. I got a beautiful gift from Christmas from my wife. If you can look right there behind me, you see that big old action figure back there? That's what I got. I got Galactus. Shout out to my wife for getting me that beautiful gift. That's what my Christmas present was. If you are a member, you can see me display it and bring it out and put it on display and put it together. So if you was able to be a member, you was able to do it. If you're not a member, shame on you. If you're not a member, shame on you. I will give you the opportunity to become a member because you know why? Because I'm going to drop the members link in the chat. All right, that's what I'm going to do for you guys. I wouldn't do it for nobody else, just you guys. Just you guys. Right there is a members link. So if you want to become a member, it's cheap. That doesn't cost you much. It's only $1 a month. It's pretty reasonable. So I think most of you well-off six-figure dudes and dudettes can afford this. So if you would like to see some of the behind-the-scenes things that I do, like when I present different action figures, albums, and statues and collectibles, I usually do that on the basement membership. Now, I don't present it for nobody else. Only the members get to see the behind the scenes, and me get to see the action figures and the collectibles that I get before I make them my action figure, Funko Pops, and album of the week. You guys get the opportunity to see it first. Because I deem you guys special because you guys who are willing to pay for membership every month, it's only fair for you to get the behind the scenes opportunity that the other regular subs do not see. So with that being said, I would be more than appreciative if you would love to join that. Not only that, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Somehow you rolled over here, just didn't know how you got over here, but you got over here somehow, some way. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Push the goddamn button.
But that's the most part. I need for you guys to push the button. Push the goddamn button. But let's get back to it. So for y'all don't know, DK Metcalf was suspended for 2 games. And so he served 1 or 2 games the other day against the Cleveland Browns. For those who didn't know, Cleveland Browns beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now, Pittsburgh and Baltimore are playing for the right to call themselves the AFC North champs. So if Baltimore wins, they in. If Pittsburgh wins, they in. Baltimore played the other day against the Green Bay Packers, and my man Jay, he's upset. He said he's not feeling well. He's disappointed because his squad took 2 losses in a row. Go Pack, go! But they're not going nowhere. They did get mud stomped, and they pulled out the cheese grater yesterday. And you know who's at the grating the cheese? Derrick Henry. Now, his sorry ass couldn't get me no multiple game touchdowns in the regular season, but now that I'm in the playoff and I'm not involved in a playoff, now Derrick Henry want to show his ass. Well, Derrick Henry, you're not going to benefit me now because I'm no longer in the playoffs, so it's not beneficial to me. So I think you suck. And you will be on my do not draft list this time next year. I will not be drafting your sorry ass because how much you let me down. But nonetheless, they did win yesterday. I got a few Baltimore fans that'll give me a hard time. They won. My team lost. They give me a little, they give me a little hard time. And that's cool. You're supposed to feel good about your little squad winning. And look at this bullshit. Look, this is the shit I got. This is shit I got to deal with. The Bears are burying. Call Caleb and apologize, Hank. I ain't apologizing for shit. We went in despite of Caleb Williams. I know that sounds crazy. Y'all may think it sounds crazy, but that's how I feel. The jury is still open on Caleb, in my opinion. I'm gonna give the young man 3 full seasons before I either kick him out the fold or accept him. And right now, he's riding the fence. You had no confidence in your quarterback. Wow. Coach Ferguson, if you see what I see, you would have the same feeling. You calling this man a generational talent, I expect more. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, Coach Ferg, because he's only in his second year, and it is the first year for a new head coach. He said the fence is kicked down. For you, maybe. Not for I, says the bear. So I'm still holding out. I'm still holding out because I need to see a full third year, a second year of Ben Johnson, a second consistent year with an offensive coordinator with Ben Johnson. And I need to see some of these mistakes that I'm seeing, these questionable decisions, they shouldn't be questions no more. Because now you're in your third year, the growth is there. I got to see this. And when I see less of that, then I can go with better decision making the easy plays. That's important to me. Ferg, if you want to crown his ass then. But we let him off the hook. R.I.P. to Dennis Johnson. R.I.P. to the brother. Former Arizona, former Minnesota head coach. But this is what I'm expecting to see from my quarterback. Now, I feel like he's got enough offensive weapons in order to be successful. His offensive line is way better than what it used to be. I think right now for the offense, we're building depth on the offensive line. I think we got good depth at the receiver, at the tight end spot. I'm okay with where we at as far as the running back. Now, if they decided in the third or fourth round they want to draft another one, I won't be mad. I think the position where dire need is a good pass rusher. So, as far as my defense and in the draft in April, I know it's a long way away and I'm a little bit too soon to talk about it, but hey, we talk about my team, not yours. Your team ain't shit. But I would love to see us draft a defensive end. That's what I expect them to draft in the first 2 rounds. Hopefully in the first round, but for sure in the first 2 rounds. That's my expectations. So one of the players I expect them to be drafting is a defensive end, and I do like that one from Miami. I like Baines. Reuben Baines Jr. I like him. But let me also tell you this. Akeem Massidor is another good defensive end. Now, he's not as good as Baines. But I do like him. Now, he's not, my opinion, he's not a first round draft pick. Not in my opinion. It's just my opinion, right? That's all it is. But I could see him maybe, a third round. And I'll tell you what's really helping him. Is the fact that Jason Taylor is their defensive line coach. That's a really big plus for Miami's line and the defensive end to have a great pass rusher such as Jason Taylor as your defensive line coach. It definitely brings a lot of experience to the squad. So I would like to see us to go after him. (6'3", 270 for Baines, and 6'4", 280. Or 6'3", 280 for Massidor. And the good thing was about Massidor, he's a redshirt junior. Now, he is 24 years old. Got some seasoning on him. But Baines is 21. And I really like his motor, the way he plays. Relentless. a hell of a pass rusher, a top 10 edge in a college game. Another end that I would like that's on a different team, and that's from Texas Tech, and that's David Bailey. Is another defensive end I would definitely be taking a strong look at. Those two guys are some serious pass rushers. Those two guys, in my opinion, are first-round draft picks. And so is Clemson's T.J. Parker. I do like him as well. Those three I would be looking at in the first round. And look, one of those guys should be available where the Bears pick at in the draft. So that shouldn't be an issue of finding a productive defensive end, a good pass rusher, a good edge rusher, as you want to call them. So I would definitely like that. Matter of fact, I go in further than that. In our second round, I would like to, build on our linebacker depth. Look at this. Look at this. Him and Shadors are the future of the league. Look, we don't know what Shador gonna be. The guy actually started 4 games now, I think. I know he won a few games here and there, but now you ready to crown his ass. Come on, Brother Ferg. You want to crown him? Then crown his ass then, huh? And he comes back and says, Bears need to draft better. Then he said lineman and defense. I think those are a couple of positions that I would definitely like to see us address. End and linebacker in the first two rounds of the draft. And then the third round, looking to add more running back depth. Now, of course, somebody like Love is going to be gone. We won't have a chance at him in the first round. Even if we don't draft a defensive end and we use our first round pick on a running back, Love wouldn't be there. He's a top 10 talent, and I don't think we're going to – well, I know us going to playoffs alone won't allow us to finish in the top 10. My man said, why Caleb just ain't running a ball in the end zone on that last play? He had the ankle. I can't argue that. Great question. Please believe you me. I would like to see Caleb run more, but he doesn't. And when he does run, I don't want to see his ass slide and come up short on the first down. That irks me. It was going to be the last play, regardless if he ran or passed. Didn't matter. But I can definitely admit what you're saying. He could have had opportunity to run that ball in. He ran all that scrambling he did. He ran about 20 yards before he threw the ball. Unfortunately, incomplete. My man. Because he is trying to be available next week. Let me say this. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your body for the greater good. He made a business decision. Let me say this, bro. I remember watching John Elway running into the end zone for that touchdown. Now, of course, this was in a Super Bowl, not in the playoffs, but the actual Super Bowl. And him sacrifices out, and he gets spent around like a goddamn helicopter. But that's him sacrificing himself. I mean, look, I can't sit there saying he didn't take a run and took a hit. He took a hit in that game. He took a good hit. He popped up. He was fine. Could he made a run on that play? I believe he could have. My man said that was the best game I've seen in about 2 years. He had Caleb run the ball in the end zone. He would have been an instant legend in the locker room and looked like a tough guy. My man, Daddy G said, power to the people. Peace to the basement family. I know that's right. Shout out to you, brother. But let me say this. There's some decisions that Caleb made that I don't agree with. When he does have the opportunity to run, I hate that he slides short of first downs. He runs out of bounds before they get the first down. Just silly little decision, man, that don't make sense to me. A couple balls like to Loveland, to Burton. He overthrow Walker. Didn't give Loveland a chance. I just didn't like that. Bama whooping Indiana. God. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. Man, let's say this. Indiana's been the truth for these past couple of years, man. They made a great decision about hiring James Madison, old coach. Now, even though he's a little longer in the tooth, he's in his late 60s. But I think they made a great investment with them. And signed him to another big contract did make sense. Look, this is correct. It was in the Super Bowl, and I said that. It was in the Super Bowl. Shout out to you for that. But it was about that sacrifice that they was willing to make. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important to me. Now, this is me. This comes from a armchair quarterback who's 50-year-old who's been done with football ever since college. Taking them hits now, no way. Can't do it. But shout out to you, brother, for the comments. I appreciate the engagement. Thank you, guys. But I need you to continue the engagement by hitting that goddamn like button. Do me a favor and hit the like button. You're goddamn right. Indiana will be exposed as a fraud. Just watch their championship was Big Ten champions. I'm rooting for Indiana, and the reason why is because the school that my son goes to is affiliated with Indiana. So when he gets his degree, it will say the University of Indiana on it. So I do have some ties. Even though it's Indiana Southeastern NAIA school, they are affiliated with Indiana. Right? So right now, my son and them, they are on like a Christmas break, New Year's break. They will play another game on the 3rd, and that's on a Saturday. Unfortunately, I will not get to be at that game because I have to work. Usually about one weekend a month, I have to work on a Saturday. One weekend a month. We rotate. So I have to work, and I won't get to watch the game in person. So I will have to watch it online. So on my way home, I will be watching the game on my phone. I may even do a reaction show on it. I don't know, depends. But I may. So the results of it may be in, and I'll just be watching a replay of it. And I will be reacting. Hopefully I can find it online. I need to be doing the research on that here in the next couple of days. And I will replay the stream of the game. And y'all could come over here and watch Lil Hink play ball. It's a conference game, so that's very important. Conference games are always important, right? Brother Quentin, hopefully all is well with you. Big G, Daddy G said, tell Rothstein, my money on Indiana if he's game. Well, I ain't got to say it. He sees it. If he's interested, maybe he'll hit you up. I'm not parlaying bets for you guys. That's not my thing. I do know nephew her owes me some change. He needs to send that goddamn super chat because his Minnesota Vikings lost to my Chicago Bears. But I'm not brokering this bet unless I get a finder's fee. Shout out to you guys, man, who are willing to make bets. I am a small-time gambler myself. I play fantasy football. I do team parlays. I only mess with the NFL. I can't fool with college. College is, I don't like college. College be too iffy sometimes. I don't mess with the college games and the spreads and all that. I do NFL. I got $11 left in my balance. I forgot which one. I think it's FanDuel, the one I got $11 in. I don't know. I might just let it carry over for next year because there's really no matchups I really want to see. I don't like to bet on my own team. Feel like I may be jinxing them, so I don't bet with them. But I don't know. I may make one time long shot bet. I may look at that San Fran and the Seattle game. Very important. Both starters, all the starters that's healthy and available play will be playing. So maybe I need to look at that matchup. I don't know. Guys, also, I usually do my money line picks for all the teams. So usually I try to shoot the video by Wednesday night or Wednesday, and then I'll release it usually on Sunday morning. Schedule it for the release on Sunday morning. So I usually do that too. This week wasn't too hot. I got 10 out of the 16. I got one more game tonight, and I did take the Rams. So hopefully I get 11 out of 16. But the best right now sits at 13. So I'm a little bit behind. He said, I thought you was a bookie as a side hustle. No, that is not my thing. I'm sure some of you guys out there like that type of thing. That's not my thing. I just want to put a few coins on it, see if I can win. Hopefully I come out ahead. Most of the times I don't. Shame on me. Maybe I need to call that 1-800 number. I've been seeing them commercials here lately. 1-800 Gamblers Anonymous or something like that. Nah, I don't be betting that much. And definitely be betting a lot of money. I bet what I can afford. You know what I'm saying? So my wife encouraged me to get a separate account just for my fantasy football and other little things I like to play in. I said, sounds like a great idea. And so that's what I did. Unfortunately, I didn't win none of my fantasy leagues. I suck this year. I was in a playoff in 5 out of the 6, and I won nothing. A couple of them, I made it to the second round. One of them because I had a bye. And I lost the first game I played. This is crazy. It's been a rough year for your boy. But that's the way it is. I'm going to have to do a little bit of evaluation, end of the year evaluation. I had to have my team come to Jesus meetings. And we're going to have to say, hey, are we going to put them on the do not draft list because they didn't do anything for me? Or am I going to give them a second opportunity? Who knows? I'll let you guys know at the end of the season. So right now, tonight, we will be completing up the Monday Night Football between the Rams and Atlanta. I will be sending a cash app or in cash to the winner in my leagues. I got 2 leagues. And my other one is a total points league. They will get their money next week because it goes through all the way to week 18. But guys, as far as the college game playoffs, man, this is exciting. We are down to the Final Four. Down to the Final Four of the college football playoffs. But as far as the NFL playoffs, it's definitely going to be interesting. Because I only got like 3 teams that solidified their playoff positions as far as the division. That's the Bears. That's the NFC East with the Eagles. The South is not solidified because you got the Carolinas and the Tampa Bay playing for the right to call the South champs. The West is not solidified because you got currently sitting up at number 1 in the Seattle, but you have the 49ers who could come in there and take over the number 1. And the Rams are still in contention. So it's definitely going to be interesting how that all pans out. All right. So this coming Sunday, week 18, you got the Panthers and the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plays at 4:30 on Saturday. The Seahawks play at 8 o'clock on Saturday. So it should be a great game, great matchup. They will be playing for the West. Right? You have the Colts and the Texans. Texans are competing for that number 1 in the South. Bengals and the Browns, games mean nothing. Saints and Falcons, games mean nothing. Packers, Vikings, games mean nothing. Titans and Jags. That game does mean something. Because the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to hold on to that AFC South. Colts win. Our Texans win. They're tied for number 1. Jacksonville wins that Sunday. They claim it outright. Cowboys and Giants, nothing. Playing for pride. Arizona, bad team means nothing, but they are playing the Rams. Rams win. Doesn't matter. Rams pretty much out. Whoever wins the game between Seattle and 49ers wins that West. You have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Raiders. Now, any other time that would mean something, especially for the Chiefs, but it doesn't. Eagles can't get no better. They trying to maintain that 3, could possibly move up to 2 if the Bears lose. So there's something there for them. The Patriots trying to hold on to that AFC East. So they play the Dolphins. Lions played, of course, the greatest team in NFL history, the Bears. Chargers plays the Broncos. The Bills plays the Jets. So the Bills got to win, and the Dolphins got to win. What we consider the Patriots lose in order to compete for that number 1 seed in AFC. We have the Ravens and the Steelers. Sunday night should be a great Sunday night game, very competitive because they both have something to play for. They win, they end. They win, they end. We have to see how it goes. With that being said, we got a whole lot going on as far as in the NBA. College has been taking breaks. College basketball is getting ready for the conference season. So you got a lot of guys coming up break. My son and them just the same. NBA's playing. They had that tournament. In case y'all missed it, the New York Knicks won the mid-season tournament. Really don't mean nothing. Maybe a few extra checks. That's about it. Maybe that's about it. But for the most part, that's what we got. That's what we got. End of regular season is this weekend. My team's getting ready for the playoff, regardless of win, lose, or draw. We in. And that's the most important. Hopefully we can beat Detroit. That means we split with everybody in the division and didn't get swept by nobody. We did get embarrassed the first game we played up in Detroit, but hopefully we get a different result this time. Nobody wants to play the Texans right now. That Texas defense is something serious. Shout out to Big Mike. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
I promise I appreciate every last one of you. Hit that goddamn like
Push
button.
the goddamn button.
But guys, with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Normally, like I said, I don't go long on Mondays. Sports Monday, especially during the football season. I got a game to watch. Now, really has no significant meaning to me, but I got guys in the playoffs, and I got to pay them out. They could be getting paid tonight. Well, they can't get paid tonight. So I want to make sure they're going to have their money in their hands by tomorrow morning. But I want to be entertained by it to see how it's going to go and who I need to be cash apping. Guys, with that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. Ladies as well. I don't discriminate. Ladies and gentlemen are all welcome over here to the basement. But I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. I promise you I do. But with that being said, I hope to catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.